Greetings, Samurai! Welcome to the stream, that was broken. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we once more journey into worlds, into realms, very much well-travelled at this point. Hail real spawn, and to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker. Welcome. For those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth across the kingdom of Hyrule. We found Lizophos, not enough. We found Talus and murdered them all. We finished all of the King Glico farming. Huzzah! And now we've run out of things pretty much to do until the next blood moon. So, we're gonna go and fish. Yeah, pretty much fish. Just a lot of fishing. Maybe some star fragment farming, but mostly fishing. Or did we have a blood moon? I can't remember now. No, I don't think we did. No, we had a blood moon fairly early on, and now we've run out of things to farm. Yes, I remember that much now. So, with that said, with that done, come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the switch still needs to be turned on. I pointed to the wrong thing there. Blimey, this cold really has knackered my brain. Either way, the switch still needs to be turned on, so let's go! Shall we? Well, at least I hit the right button there. I hope. Yep, it's the right button. That's the wrong button, though. Wasn't even paying attention. I hope I've just launched Zelda. And not Mario Wonder, which would be amazing because I've not got the cartridge installed. Yes. Thank you. Sorry if I sound a bit sniffly, by the way. I have a cold. A unpleasant one at that, I must add. Seems to be a lot of it going around at the moment. There we go. Be glad you aren't playing the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, as opposed to Tears of the Kingdom for 100%, like I said in Discord, as that would take even longer. No, in the honest answer, in that case, I am never playing that game. Ever. Right. So. We have done things. I think we finished off most of the stuff that requires jewels, didn't we? Oh yeah, I need sapphire. But sapphire I'll have to farm from the rare talus. So now we're going to go look for fish. And I believe the fish can be found... Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, know what? We'll make a slight detour. First, I'm going to change my armor over. Wrong set. $28. Nice. Oh! So the wild set has... Wait a minute. Oh. Phone. Give me a minute. I am going to be doing... the math. Oh, Stray Girl, welcome. And, hello, what was that noise? Hey, Stray Girl, thank you very much for the resub. 17 months in a row, nice. And welcome back to the Inner Circle, Samurai. Much appreciated. Right, I was so 28 times 3, 84. So basically, the Armor of the Wild, or yeah, the Wild set gives me the exact same defense as the Ancient Heroes aspect, only I don't look ridiculous. Marvelous. I've been trying to play it, but I don't like how sword fighting works, so I recommend being an archer if you ever play it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, anyway, now that we've done that, nope. Yes. Hey, Hoodlum, welcome. I shall have a fishy on a little dishy. I shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Yes, you shall, but first we must go and sit in some hot springs. I've just realised something that I have yet to do. And it's a recipe. Which we can do now. As we heal. Because we have eggs. Quite a lot, actually. Blonk. Ta-da! That. I wonder, can we steam anything else? This ain't gonna work, is it? No, okay. A recipe for disaster! No, a recipe for hard-boiled eggs, as you just saw. Right. And now, we must venture forth back to the moat of the Kokori Forest and look for the fish of stealthiness. Yes, of stealthiness. And so we shall not consume the fish of stealthiness on a little dishy. For alas, a little wishy decrees by the name of the Great Fairy. That we offer it up to her in the name of that's a dragon. Oh, bollocks. Right, is the dragon close to a tower? Kind of. You ever put an egg in a microwave? That's a disaster. No. Have you ever put half a grape under a glass in a microwave? That's a recipe for plasma. I'm not even kidding. That's a way that you can create a visible plasma. Same stuff the sun's power. The sun is made of, basically, or Sol, if you wish to use her correct name. I once again apologise. I have a cold. So if I don't sound particularly well, because I'm not. I think I may have overstressed myself recently. Will it break my microwave? No. As far as I know, no. But YouTube exists for a reason, so perhaps check YouTube first, because somebody's probably already filmed themselves doing that experiment. Like those mad people who decide to put bricks in a not bricks in a microwave. Put bricks in a washing machine just to see what happens. Plasma will destroy a microwave depending on the amount that you admit. Yes, but half a grape underneath a glass is probably not going to destroy the microwave. I get what you mean though. Plasma is a superheated gas, so yes, it will melt a microwave if it is in high enough doses. Thank you. How many star fragments? That's 5. Nice. We can do one whole set. A set and 2/3. Right. Let's quickly switch to the flame breaker. Ugh. Apart from I forgot my trousers. There we go. By the way. Hey! Cool. Myth busted. What's on fire? Oh, my bow's on fire. Oh, marvellous. Let's turn that off. Doesn't have to be any particular grapes. No, just half a normal grape. White, red, don't really matter. There we go. Right, let's farm ourselves some spikes. If there are any. Don't think I've done any spike farming on Dinral yet, so... There's one. Oh, no. Yes. 2, 3. Any more? Cool. You know, listening to this music, it suddenly reminded me of Kung Fu Panda 2. Or Kung Fu Panda 1. Kung Fu Panda in general, but in fairness, it does have a Chinese aesthetic to it, so that makes sense. Enjoying your journey so far. Getting a bit, jumping the gun a bit, Spiz. I'm pretty sure that we've only been live for about 10 minutes. If anyone's enjoying it at this point, then, I mean, cool, but I've not done very much. I've basically sat in a hot spring, boiled some eggs, and now I've catapulted myself at a dragon to farm spikes. How many is that? 12? Nice. Seems about right. Cool. Just realised Dinral's mane looks kind of like Goron's. Not that Gorons have manes, but you know. You son of a... How did... You saw me shoot the horn, right? Oh, last minute continue. Welcome. Today's dish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. I don't like trout, so no. Kung Fu Panda has a few games that Ezio could stream since he mentions the movies. I like the movies. Well, I've only seen the first two. Kung Fu Panda 2 is one of my favourites. Hello, Dinral. How are you? Are you happy? I hope you're happy. Sorry for shooting you in the face. Well, shooting your horn, but hopefully that didn't hurt. What's that? Get off my nose. You're annoying me. Well, okay then. Fair enough. Geronimo! Right. Back to... Actually, to be honest, for the amount of distance I'm travelling. Right, let us continue onwards on the quest for the mighty trout. The trout of troutiness, the trout of trouting, the trout of pure and unadulterated annoyance. Because who doesn't want to spend an entire evening looking for a group of poxy fish with far too many bones? Stupid fine little things that catch in your throat. Could have been salmon? No, it had to be trout of all things. The trouter's trout. Right. Oh, well, at least it's not jellied eels. I'm not adding lyrics to this. If you want to know the lyrics, look up the Mighty Boosh Eel song. Right. Oh, that was close. Alright, I should probably also set trout to the Sheikah sensor. Or stealth thin, at least. As soon as I find them. Waifu of the moment. Good question. Gold. Oh my goddess. Adult version. Stealth fit. Marvellous. And any particular instruction on that? No. No, okay. In order. Really? No, okay. Let's see if I can manage this. But we must now pause and give great honor and mightiness to, yes, my friends, the mighty Magikarp. Why? I have no idea. But the mighty Hoodlum has decreed that we must honor the mighty Magikarp. Though I must admit, I do honestly have an appreciation of Magikarp. It is it is an Englishman's sensibilities to vouch for the underdog. And who is the greater underdog, my friends, if not the mighty Magikarp, for as we know? The great techno-necromancers have said, since time immemorial, that one must honor the Magikarp. For the Magikarp shall truly one day inherit the earth, for does not matter if it is the scummiest of water or the cleanest of springs. The Magikarp will thrive, and oh, you underestimate their abilities to use anything other than splash. You must remember, my friends, for the mighty power of the Magikarp, it is said that truly one day a golden Magikarp shall rise, nay, to be a Gyarados, but instead to leap the tallest mountain and turn into more than its simple dragon evolution. No, my friends, it shall turn into the mighty Dinral and rain fire upon the land, smiting all evil that beseeches before it. How do I know this, my friends? Why, these are the words of the great prophet Gary, the great prophet who stands twixt the vending machines of Night City with his army of cats, and a lone Magikarp he keeps in a fish tank. I believe he has named it Eric. And therefore we must now pause and think of his words, his mighty words, his words, the vampiric overlords, the techno-necromantic servants, the werewolves, who instead of Magikarp preferred the hideous Goldeen. Though it isn't that hideous, I suppose. I feel sorry for the poor Goldeen, and I'm going to apologize now. I am sorry, Goldeen, but they are worshippers of the Goldeen, the less superior of the fish Pokemon, and therefore we must now send them the great Scourge to Uranus, where they must run around rampant for 40 days and 40 nights till they have received the blessings of the vampiric overlords, which will never come, I'm sure. But nay, above all, we must remember the words of the great Magikarp. The words, the mighty words, the words of blob, 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 blob. Or in human tongue, the less superior of the Magikarp tongue. Great and mighty words, the words of Alpha Centauri! There we go. And in the duration of my rant, I may have drifted into a nearby wall. Okay, sure, fine, we can live with that. I might have killed myself with that one. The Magikarp is mighty, with the biggest splash. Indeed. I want to play Pokemon now. I want to catch a Magikarp and train it to be the greatest of all Pokemon. Or evolve into Gyarados, I don't know yet. Oh, blimey, it's cold. I feel a lot better than I have done, but that might be the amount of medication I've taken. Aha! Like I found. The fish. The fish. Le fish. Le fish. How many of these do I actually need? 30. I need 30. We're gonna be at this for a while. Why Magikarp of all things? Waifu of the moment. Did you hope I would say Magikarp as the waifu of the moment or something? Magikarp is considered the most useless Pokemon or something. Yeah, it is. Magikarp. I think it's the British sensibility of rooting for the underdog. Again, I apologise if I'm sniffly. Ugh. No, and we are fishing, aren't we? You don't like trout, and I was going to say koi, but brain went Magikarp. Well, they are the koi fish Pokemon, so I'll go with that. They are literally koi fish. Koi fish are like Magikarp. They will live in water no matter how grimy. Koi fish can also live for well over 100 years. They're like the... No, I was going to say tortoises of the water, but that would be turtles, wouldn't it? So that doesn't quite work as an analogy. Oh, at least I've got a different song in my head now than Take the A Train. That's been playing on my mind all day. Hello, Yunobu. You descended from the heavens and then fell into the lake and then launched. What just happened? I have lost Yunobu. Nope, never mind. He's there. Oh, well, whatever. I know it's not how it's coded, but you'd think that Nintendo could have adjusted the fans that if you put them below the water line, then they act as propellers, and therefore boats work better in water than if you sort of have the propellers half submerged and they're a fan. But whatever. I see no fish. This annoys me. Oh well, back up the river then. Or lake, whatever. There must be an underground stream that takes the water from this lake elsewhere, because it's not just going to be a lake for the sake of it being a lake, right? They have to. It must be fed with tributaries somewhere. I'd say Hyrule doesn't get that much rainfall, but in fairness, I've been places where there's plenty of rainfall. So. Maybe it's a magic moat, a magic lake. Nah, I think there's an underground spring somewhere. No, at least if it was a fishing minigame like in Yakuza, I'd have something to do. Instead, I'm basically just trundling along the lake on a trawler, hoping that my radar will eventually pick up a fish. Also, water slows speed, so I don't know how that would work. Speedboats do have submerged propellers, for sure. Yes, indeed. And suddenly I'm reminded of the Grand Tour special where all three blokes got boats. Jeremy had that Vietnam jet boat thing. They managed to crash into a riverbed and a bridge. The less said about Hammonds, the better, to be honest. The difference with speedboats is that the hull is designed in such a way that it cuts through the water like a knife, and it's got high-powered engines behind it with very fast-spinning propellers. This is not. This is a trawler, which is not very hydrodynamically designed, and very front-heavy, and the propellers work basically on just wind because the devs didn't adjust the physics for if the propeller was underwater or not, but in fairness you can understand why, because that coding would probably be very complicated. Do you, James May, not like Hammond? Oh, yes, that's right, I'm James May. You know what, ever since school, people have concluded that I'm James May. Don't know why. Just because I like steam trains, and I'm rather dull, and dress like I'm from the 1940s, and prefer wooden furniture to modern IKEA stuff. Okay, I can sort of see the similarities with me, James May. I won't have an electric car, though. Which is alright, because BMW have already announced today that, or at least recently, that they've cracked the whole problem of hydrogen-powered cars, and they're going to start producing them in 2025. So that'll be nice. Captain Slow. Okay, you've got me there on that one, chat. I mean, I can't really claim to be a speedrunner, can I? How many hours have we put into this game now? How long have we been playing this? And let's face it, what would you rather have? Me doing these 100% runs and slowly losing my marbles, or me just speed running every single game and going, right, there we go, story's done, on to the next one. I like to think there's a certain amount of charm from this. Admittedly, it's getting a bit long in the tooth even for me at this point. We've been at this for nearly a year, but... And yes, I do realise that I've only found 2 fish so far. 2 fish. Just 2. 2 stealthing. 2 stealthing. You walk at an extremely leisurely pace. No, I actually walk fairly quick. Admittedly, I've got long legs. Excuse me, so I can walk quickly, but I don't run. Usually, unless I absolutely have to, but I don't run as a general rule. Oh, apart from maybe at work if I need to dash quickly to and from a job, but yeah, that's work. Speedrunning is really hard work, so slow is better, and you show the story instead of skipping everything. That is also true. I'm also showing parts of the game that not many people would otherwise see. For example, how many streamers would you see sat here, crawling up and down, looking for a couple of glowy fish in this lake? Not many, I'm sure, because they've got better things to do with their time. Let's think they're being stealthy. I just accidentally electrocuted a duck and I didn't even realise. Poor bird. Whoopsies. Only time I run is for the ice cream van. In Scotland? Didn't even know you had ice cream. Let alone ice cream vans. Sure, it's not a horse and a wagon. That's what we have in the north of England. We're proper. A little man who rings a bell. Old Bessie who trundles along, pulling the cart. There's even a cow in a second cart. Fresh milk straight from the cow's udder. I've heard rumours of some man who's got a soul-fangled steam-powered ice cream van. Now, aye, that would truly be something. Not like those southerners who use diesel. Fiberglass. Not even proper ice cream. I heard it's insulated foam. Taken from the Vermont estate. Packed into cows. In the shape of pheasants. Yes. Come to think of it, if the Japanese have green tea ice cream, does that mean the Scottish have iron brew ice cream? These are important questions that one must ask. Also, by the way, I've had green tea ice cream. I had it on Mount Fuji. It was alright. And yes, I am stretching for things to say, because how do I make this interesting? We absolutely do. A shame Nintendo isn't here, because she strikes me as the sort of woman who'd know exactly where to find the Iron Brew ice cream. Mostly because she is addicted to the stuff, I'm sure. We have tablet ice cream too. I'm going to regret this, I'm sure, but what the dickens is tablet ice cream? I want to know why ASRock decided to call graphics cards impregnable and firm as a rock, and somebody in the design department is lonely. Yeah. We probably have Buckfist ice cream, probably. Possibly. I had lawn sausage when I was up in Paisley. I don't know the quality. I'm going to have to... They actually have lawn sausage in my local butcher's. I'm going to have to try and get some. See if a proper butcher's actually makes it better than the stuff I in that pub. Impregnable? Buy our... Hello. Buy our graphics card. It is impregnable. I mean... If that's the first thing on your mind when you look at a graphics card, you're doing it wrong. Don't think it has the faculties for it. Ooh, mighty carp. But that is a bit weird, I must admit. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that was... That's 2 more stealth in. Nice. That takes us to 24. I saw the image in the Discord workshop. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I was going to reply to it, but I think I was at the jam session at the time. I don't quite understand their marketing on that one. I'm going to freely admit it. This is going to go badly, isn't it? I think crumbly fudge but ice cream. Oh, okay, fair enough. There's a rock. No, I don't get it either. But is it a play on how modern graphics cards sag in one's case and you need a little support for them? Because graphics cards, and admittedly, have got stupidly big, but if you aren't good for sweet things, then tablet is not good for you. Oh, I like sweet things. Quite like salty things as well. According to... Oh, that's true. I had a DNA profile done not too long ago. One of these optional things. You send it away in the post and they tell you what your ancestry is, etc. Big shock. I'm from Lancashire and I've got a bit of Norwegian in me. Or a bit of Scandinavian or whatever. It's Norway, basically. But in fairness, I've got blue eyes, which denotes that I must have some Norwegian ancestry because that's where blue eyes originated from. It was a mutation from Norway, I think, which means technically I'm part Viking. In my mind, I assume because the Vikings invaded and they lived in this part of the world, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it also said that I'm more likely to like salty things than sweet things. I don't know, I quite like my chocolate, so... Maybe what it was about. The advancement of graphics cards. Either that, or it's a graphics card that's never going to fail. That seems like a bit of a daft claim to make, but there we go. Was the ASRock one an AMD or an NVIDIA? Sounds like something stupid NVIDIA would say as part of that thing. You also really like mead. I do like mead. I just haven't bought any for a while. Last time I tried to buy any, I haven't been able to buy any last month because I didn't have any money because it's January and I'd like to meet the person who actually has money in January, who is multi-billionaire or millionaire. Okay, any normal person who has money in January. Perhaps I should, whenever I get this throne set up, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just throw various alcohols on there for me to drink on stream. That'd be quite nice. I have Scottish ancestry and possibly Viking ancestry. I should do an ancestry or just get a DNA scan by them. Fair enough. Ah, that's a point, actually. I'll have to look into that. Because I've got... depends. All right, okay. Because, no, I know I've definitely got relatives from Scotland because my great-grandfather was born in Glasgow. And then again, I don't know where my great-great-grandfather was. I think he was actually from this neck of the woods. Maybe he just lived up in Glasgow for a while as part of White Star. Or whatever reason. Or maybe that's where his wife was from. Maybe my great-great-grandmother was from up that way. And I know I've definitely got ancestry from Ireland. Well, that's alright, because I like the Irish. I don't like the Scottish. I mean, if it's a contest between the Irish and the Scottish, let's face it, I'm going to go more with the Irish. Then again, Scots have whiskey. Then again, so do the Irish. Ah, but the Irish have... No, I'm making stereotypes now. But you can't beat a red erudite. I try to do Ancestry, but getting info and doing Family Tree feels impossible as there's not enough info that shows up when I mess with it. Yeah. The thing with doing Ancestry and Family Trees is it gets very expensive. Oh, I'm gonna butcher your username, I'm afraid. Scar, welcome and thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to a little band of travelers, samurai. Much appreciated. Blimey, it feels like a long time since I've said that. Oh, we'll go further. Oh yeah, family trees are expensive because you have to pay for all sorts of things like getting birth certificates, death certificates, and all sorts of bits and pieces. Actually, that's and I won't show it on screen, obviously, but I am put Link in the right position. Can I do this without knocking everything over? Probably not. I'm not a trawlerman, and I'd probably get seasick knowing my luck. Yes, on one side of my family, the family tree's been taken all the way back to a chap called William Bell, who married a woman called Mary in 1680. So there we go. My family has existed for a while. Will it end with me, however? That is the greatest fear. Actually, it is one of my greatest fears, but that's neither here nor there. The old battery as well, which isn't a greatest fear, that's just an inevitability of this game. As is life. Or something. Yeah, you don't really need to buy certificates, but it helps, and it still costs a ton of money regardless. Yeah, it does. Sorry, did I say certificates? Anyway, no, you don't have to buy the... It just costs a lot of money. No, it gets expensive. So I've got a DNA ancestry thing. Apparently I've got like 2% Neanderthal DNA mixed in with me as well. So there we go, that's interesting. You said birth and death certificates. Yeah, sorry. You do actually have to pay for death certificates, but that's more of a, you know, if a person dies, modern day sort of thing, rather than part of researching family tree. You have to pay for all of these bits and pieces, though, so... like ancestry services, etc, etc, etc. Sorry, I've been dealing with death for the last couple of months. Yeah, some bits and pieces get mixed in here and there. Here, oh little fishy, come, oh little fishy, I want a fishy on my table now. Bum 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 bum, be da ba da bo da be da bum bum bum.